Dr. Frez at the Chiropractic and Injury Center. Today we're going to be talking about our recent blog post on why the ketogenic diet may not be working for you. This does pop up from time to time. We do have some patients that'll ask questions. Things aren't happening as quick as they would like, or they're not happening at all sometimes. And I wanted to just address 4 of the main reasons that we see. First reason doesn't make sense really in the beginning. But what we have patients do is sometimes they go through that hangry period where they're both hungry and angry, right? We talk about something called the carbohydrate flu. So the idea behind the ketogenic diet is you want to go from using sugar or carbohydrate as an energy source to fat as an energy source, okay? And over those first couple of days, can even be up to a week, you can get what's called the carbohydrate flu, right? It's almost like a withdrawal. When you're used to these carbohydrates, to these sugars running your body, and then when you get on the ketogenic diet, that kind of drops out on you, right? So now all of a sudden you're not getting the carbohydrate or the sugar that your body has needed for so long, and it starts to go into that craving or that withdrawal mode. So what we tell people to do is the first couple of days is maybe just to increase that carbohydrate intake a little bit. Now for us, what we do is we do something called fat bombs. So if you're a visitor of our blog, you know that we had just done a video on how to make fat bombs. So I'll let you kind of enjoy that whole thing. But it's a nice little infusion, I guess, of carbohydrate and fat that can kind of curb the appetite a little bit. Incidentally, when we do tell patients to increase their carbohydrate a little bit, we also have them increase their fat and their protein intake too. If you remember, the way we do the ketogenic diet is we talk about eating your hands, right, which is 2 handfuls of mostly green vegetables, a palm to a palm and a half of protein, and then 2 thumbs full of fat. So again, if we're going to increase the ratios, we try to increase all 3 of them, right? So increase the carbohydrate. Again, fat bombs is a good way to do it. Increase the protein and increase the fat a little bit. Again, just over the course of the first few days into the first week as you kind of get through that carbohydrate flow. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is patients not getting enough sleep. Right? One of the things that can happen is you can get the reverse effect when you go into the ketogenic diet. Again, instead of feeling sluggish and down, right, you can get a burst of energy. Right? That happens to some people too. And then what happens is they're not getting the sleep that they require. I used to work for a nutritionist, a naturopathic doctor back in the 1980s, and he really used to preach sleep as a way to health. His mentality was your body only can make so much energy during the course of the day, right? If you're wasting that energy by going out and doing things that are maybe needless, when you can be using that energy to make a change, or in his case, for patients to heal, that's why he preached sleep so much. So again, your body's going through this process. It's trying to change from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, right? So make sure that you get the sleep that your body requires, right? Again, there's a finite amount of energy that it makes, and make sure that you're utilizing that energy for that process to happen. So that's the second one. The third one, we did a blog post on several posts back, and it had to do with the quality of the fats and the oils that people are using. There's something called dirty keto, quick keto, and the idea behind it is, well, we want to sacrifice quality for quantity, right? We just want to go in and we want to lose as much weight as we possibly can over a shorter period of time. So the way to do that is to sacrifice the quality of the fats and the oils that you're ingesting, all right? And again, it causes some fairly rapid weight loss sometimes, but it can also have a stifling effect where you're not getting the quality that you need, and because you're trying to go for quantity, and again, the body just isn't reacting the way that it should. So the third one is make sure that you're using good quality oils and you're eating good quality fats. And again, I refer you back to that blog post where we kind of went through that information. Okay. Last one is the digestive environment, right? Your body, when you ingest food, your body needs to be able to break that food down so that it can metabolize it, so that it can use it, so that it can create that energy that we talked about. And sometimes the environment in the gut, inside the stomach, is such that you're not breaking that food down the way that you should so that your body can extract the nutrients from it. So make sure that that your digestion is sound before you make such a huge change, again, going into a ketogenic lifestyle. I always recommend making sure all the patients, if you're going to do this change, you're doing it under a doctor's supervision, right? Hopefully maybe it's an alternative practitioner, someone who, if there is a digestive issue, maybe they can give you some supplements or some herbal remedies to kind of help your body through that conversion process. But regardless, your medical doctor, your chiropractor, whomever, make sure that there's another set of eyes watching you, supervising you, and guiding you through this ketogenic change. All right, they're the 4 things that we see. So take stock, give them a try. If there's any changes that you need to make, go ahead and do so. And I look forward to your future success. This is Dr. Frez at the Chiropractic Injury Center. Thanks for watching.